If you play sports or you are active in any kind of regular way, then you have probably jammed your finger at some point. And I want to show you the one thing that nobody talks about that can help to heal your injury really quickly and get you back out there as soon as possible. I'm a Thai massage therapist and a Thai massage teacher. In fact, people call me Shy Thai because I have been helping people to recover from their injuries and deal with pains in their body ever since 2002. And I've also been dealing with my own injuries from playing sports and being active over many years, and I have just learned a ton over that time, both in helping others and in helping myself, and I'm all about wanting to share that with you. And one of the ways that I am very active is with this sport and this community that I love. It's called Ultimate Football, and I've been playing it for the last few years. It's nothing like American football, except for the part where we use a football, and it's really much more like the rules of Ultimate Frisbee using a football, and it looks a little bit like this. So if you play sports or you want to get into sports that use a ball like a football, a volleyball, or even a frisbee, then chances are you are going to jam your finger at some point. It's going to hurt like the dickens and you're going to curse a few times, and then it's just like, what can I do to heal this so that I can get back to playing as quickly as possible? And in fact, that's what happened to me just 2 days ago, where I jammed my ring finger playing the game. Is probably about the 15th or 20th time that I've jammed my finger over the 6 years or so that I've been playing Ultimate Football. And then I've actually pretty much healed it, and I'm making this video less than 48 hours later, and that's what really has inspired me to want to share this with you. So when I hurt my finger and I tried to straighten it, this is pretty much what it looked like. It was, about like this. And then by the end of the first day, I was able to straighten it like to about this much, and then yesterday maybe like this, and then this is my finger today, and it's basically straight again. And then going in the other direction, I couldn't really make a fist. It looked kind of like this, and then by the end of yesterday it was almost back to normal, and now today again I can make a fist. So this is where I'm at right now, less than 48 hours later. So what did I do to help myself and to heal myself that is different from anything else? I used self-massage, and specifically a massage stick. So in order to do that self-massage in the most effective way without tiring out other parts of your body, like for example, if you're hurting this finger and you want to start massaging it with this hand, eventually this hand is going to get tired, and then this arm is going to get tired, and their shoulder might get tired. So we need tools, and for me, there's nothing better than a massage stick. And here are a couple of different kinds of massage sticks. This is the kind that I think is readily available, and I'm going to post a link down below so that you can see how you can get one for yourself. And this is a new kind that I've been using, and I'm going to talk about this one because in this case, when I hurt my finger, this is the one that I had on hand, and it's part of my story. But in both cases, if we just take a look at the stick for a second, you can see that they both have a bigger or wider side on one end, and then they get narrower at the bottom, and then they have a pointier side. And then there's also the area along the rim close to the big side, which is a very nice part of the stick that you can use to massage yourself. And then you also have these pointy sides on the other end. So know your stick, and then also have a really good strategy. And the whole strategy to self-massage is no different from what I teach when I teach Thai massage to other people. And the secret to giving yourself a great treatment and to really helping yourself to heal quickly, effectively, and safely is this one sentence, which is, how slow can you go? How high can you fly? And what that means is that the more gradual you can be in your approach, the more effective your treatment is going to be as well. So we want to invoke some patience. We want to respect the fact, for example, that if your body has swelled up, and in this case there was plenty of swelling around the joint where I hurt myself, I'm not just trying to get rid of the swelling as quickly as possible. I want to work with my body's own intelligence and at the same time help to facilitate that movement of energy and whatever kind of self-healing and healing that my body knows how to do. So How do we do that? First, when you massage yourself, it would be important to start with the bigger side, with the wider side of the stick first. When you make contact and you start massaging yourself, start with really light pressure closer to the surface and be a bit like an experimenter and see what that feels like. And if you have pain that you feel is delicious pain, the kind of pain where you still feel like I can take some deep breaths, I still feel, pretty comfortable in my body, then in all likelihood you can proceed. If you feel an experience that has you want to tense up and just feel like you're in some kind of agony, then in all likelihood you're not ready for a self-massage treatment, and you would want to work with icing and resting and icing and resting, and then at some point try the self-massage and see what that does for you. In my case, I started with the stick right away, and it felt like there was some pain, but it was a pain that I could work with, and I've actually worked with a lot, so I understand it, and that's really where my starting point is. And so where you want to start with when you're ready for the stick is you make contact close to the surface, and our first presses are circular movements all around in the areas where you want to explore. So in my case, I jammed this big knuckle right here, and I'm going to go all around the knuckle, both on the inside and on the outside, on the sides of the finger as well, to press and see what that brings for me. And so I'm going to start with very light pressure all in those areas. And then if I feel like, okay, that works, maybe I can circle my way and then press in a little bit deeper with that wider side. Now in the case of this stick, there's this side over here, and there's even under that side over here. And all of those areas of the stick could be places to also make contact with my finger and see what that brings, because it's so often just these little micro movements and changing the angles with your tool that can help to provide really amazing relief, and results as you're working to help heal yourself. And then once I've tested and massaged myself with all the parts on this side, then I'll go to the other side, and the other side is more pointy, so it's going to be a little bit more precise, and the potential is there to go in a little bit deeper. So again, I'm always being gradual, I'm always being careful, and then testing it out before I go in any deeper. And if it feels like I can comfortably go in deeper, though, going in deeper and holding longer may also be very effective. So that's pretty much it. And the whole treatment really should only take a minute or two. And that's part of the genius of this whole approach, because if you really just treat yourself for a couple of minutes a few times a day, that's when you're going to get the best results. And that's my number one, or really that's my next step in the treatment plan, is that you would want to treat yourself ideally 5 times a day. If you can do it 3 times, that's great, but there really should be no reason why you can't get up to 5 times, because if you have a stick and you're stuck in traffic, if you're talking to a friend, if you are eating your dinner, if you're relaxing watching a show, you just take those 2 minutes while you're doing these other activities to give you these quick treatments, and it's going to make a huge difference, and you're going to see pretty instant and quick improvement in that injury. The other step in the process, in the case of jammed finger, would be to try to straighten it out and bend it and test it out. And so what I would suggest is very gently, like, place your finger, now you can see it's already straight, but when it was like this and really bent, I would just really slowly, I would place it on my chest or on my arm and just see if I can rest it there, and using my own body to help get it to feel a little straight or a little straighter. And because there's some give, there's some softness in my own body and some contour, I can do that in a very supportive way. So, do your self-massage and then just test out if you can straighten and if you can bend it a little bit a few times. And that's your whole treatment, and just being consistent about it. And then, as I mentioned, already less than 2 days after I hurt myself, I am pretty much back to normal. such that, just before I made this video, I did some yoga. And in that yoga class, it so happened that I was doing downward dogs, I was doing plank, I was doing some push-ups, even push-ups on my knuckles, as you can see. And it is amazing how I'm already able to do all these things. And by next Sunday, the next time I play Ultimate Football, I'll be out there as well. So if you want to get a massage stick that looks like this is the link down below for you to order them. They're only, generally a couple of bucks, maybe $3 or $4 a stick. You can get them in sets. And then if you get a few of them, you can keep them in the different areas. I actually personally keep one at my desk, one at my bed, one in the car, so they're always easily within reach whenever I need them. And it's a good thing that it worked out that way, because on the day that I injured myself, it was at the very start of my day, and I wasn't going to be home for another 14 hours or so, so I couldn't even really get to use any ice to help in the treatment. I only had the stick, and it's when I noticed just how quickly I was improving that I felt so motivated to make this video for you. And it was a perfect experiment, because it was really just with that massage stick and just being consistent in my actions that I'm already getting these incredible results. And I know that you can as well. So I would love to know what you think, and I would love to hear from you. So if you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. And if you want any more self-help, self-treatment, self-massage care that you can do to help very effectively and quickly cure and help your own injuries, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell so that you get notifications every time I post a new video. Until then, I just want to wish you great success no matter what you're healing from, whatever your goals are, and to stay active. And if you're a massage person, then just also let me wish you some amazing massages, and we'll talk to you real soon.